Hi, you're through to Divine at Cassamba, and I'm ready to answer your questions. So, first question, Mika West. Why does my daughter's dad act the way that he does towards me? Well, Mika, straight away, I'm getting a resistance energy, and I feel this is down to the way that you guys have kind of, I want to say, I don't know if it's ended or there was some kind of friction, but there is, funny enough, lots of love there, but there's a frustration that's coming in with it. And I feel this is because you weren't conforming to the way that he expected you to be, shall we say. And even though he's the one that kind of made some decisions here, from what I can see, it's almost like there's a regret energy coming in around yourself. So when I'm seeing this, I feel it will go on for a little while longer, actually. The best way for you to handle this will be to kind of just do you, try and be calm, try to get on with what you need to do. Speak to him when necessary when it comes to the children. But I do see this going on for the next sort of month or two around you here, this frustration energy. This is because there's stuff that he wants to say to you and not sure how to say it. And I feel if he were to speak up now or you were to challenge him, it won't come out right. So I would say leave it for now. Let the next few weeks pass if you can. And he will be able to come forward and speak to you in a more positive manner. I hope that helps you. Thank you. Hi, next question. We got Arthur here. Hey, Divine Light. I want to know about the next year, what will happen with my career, in my relationship with my girlfriend. I hope you get an answer to my question. Thanks, Divine Light. You're welcome. Okay, Arthur. I do see the first 6 months of next year is relatively quiet around you. It probably in month 4 and 5 is where things start to pick up around you, around work energy here, because I feel a little bit lackluster with you in terms of how things are moving. And this is because there's a couple of obstacles. I feel like here, when it comes to work, there is going to be some change. But I feel that this is not going to improve until after sort of like May, June, July kind of energy around yourself. This could mean promotion or change of job, that kind of energy around yourself. And it depends on kind of what you want to go for, because I feel like once we come into the second part of next year, it's like the world is your oyster when it comes to moving in directions that you want to choose for yourself. And this is because you've had a relatively hard time this last 12 months in terms of not getting or moving forward in the way that you would like to move forward. But when it comes to love and relationship, I feel the order of things is work, then love around you. I do feel a couple of people coming in around you here when it comes to love, but nothing too heavy and serious until you get that job kind of sealed down. There is somebody I feel going to be floating around you. But I feel like it may be kind of an on-off kind of casual. And I do feel you may know this person already, and they kind of step forward to you a little bit more. Is she the one? Well, I feel she'll be the right now for you, which has a possibility to kind of extend out for longevity here. So in answer to your question, I feel from May, June, July of next year, there will be, I want to say, movement in work and career pathway. Your finances pick up later on in the year as well. I want to say sort of around October time next year, there is going to be some planning also coming in for you. And when I say planning, that's, I want to say either to do with a house move or something to do with career pathway energy as well. Thank you very much for your question. So one of the ways I work is hands-free. That's my preferred method. I tune into the energy of the person, their name, their date of birth, or just simply their vibration. And so my guides and helpers help me connect to the energy, and they show me kind of like pictures or motions that are going on, which helps me to answer your question. Um, I've been doing it for over 20 years now, and I hope that I get to answer some more of your questions tonight. Let's see if we've got a next question. Lovely. Diandra. Beautiful. Okay. Hello, my name's Diandra. I recently connected with an ex and I want to see how if we have a future together. Diandra, I hope you're still tuned in. What I see here is that this guy, I want to say take it slowly with him. You're right to ask the question because I feel that he can flip hot and cold. And there's a reason why he was your ex, okay? But I do feel that he has grown a little bit here. But the question is, has he grown enough for you? And so by you taking it slowly, what it's going to do here is allow, shall we say, truth to be exposed in the sense of how he is in his character. I do feel he's going to try quite well. But I feel it may be around 2 or 3 months before you actually see if it's worth pursuing in that way. I do see his intentions towards you is one of longevity. But like I said, I feel here that he may struggle with the energy of keeping up to your standards. But also I'm hearing here not to be too hard on him. But he will prove himself. And I do see if you can get past the 6 months mark with him, then you do stand a good stead to kind of move forward with longevity here. Okay, thank you for your question. Okay, right, we have Sherry. What does my future hold? Will I find love with someone new or reconnect with someone from the past? First of all, straight away, the message that I'm getting here, Sherry, is the choice is up to you because I can feel somebody looking at you. So for me, this looking at you, I feel is from the past. I feel this is a reflective energy from the past. If they haven't reached out to you, I feel that there's somebody who is definitely thinking about you to reach out. And this is an old energy. But what I'm seeing here is that there are some doors going to be opening for you. And this is early in the new year. And this is somebody new going to be coming in. So if you choose not to go forward with that past, I would say hang in there a moment because there is some new energy going to be coming in the month of January around you here. I feel when I say January, this is towards the back end of January, middle of January onwards, kind of like when we get into that new year. This person, I feel, is connected to kind of like a day-to-day energy. So when I say day-to-day energy, this could be sort of around a work vibration or a daily task that you do. I feel like this is almost like a chance meeting type feel. Whereas the other energy I'm feeling is somebody that you know and they're looking at you. Okay, so I do feel here that there is somebody waiting to come in if you choose not to go backwards. If you choose to go backwards with the old energy, I feel you will have to lay down some ground rules, unfortunately, with yourself, so that it's not repeated of old energies. Because this person from past is actually thinking that you haven't changed. And so they can kind of get away with what they need to get away with. That's the feel. So if you do go backwards, you'll have to stand your ground. Okay, I hope that does make sense to you. Thank you. Right, let's see who's next. Hi, Zainab. Hello, is there anything new happening in my life before the year ends? Okay, right. Okay, Zainab. I wish I could tell you yes, but what I'm picking up here, it's just after the year ends, if I be honest here, from what I'm seeing. As much as I'd love to tell you yes, it's kind of more of the same. What's happening around you now is that you're kind of going through what we call a transitional energy about yourself, where you kind of, as one door closes, another one opens. This is what I'm seeing around you here. I do feel there's something linked around love trying to come in around you now. But I feel it may not materialize until we get to the other side of the year. So if you're looking around love energy, yes, there's going to be something coming in, but I feel we're in the new year with that. When it also comes to your work energy around yourself, I feel there is some kind of more study energy or something learning going to be coming in also around you. But I do feel here this is after the new year. So I'm not sure if you're thinking about learning something new or brushing up on skills as well. So at the moment, this is about just seeing the year out and trying to remain positive. And I do feel, the first 3 months of next year will be a better time for you, will be more uplifting around you, and a lot of movement coming in, especially around love and work for you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see what else we have coming in here. Cynthia. Okay. What is happening and when will I see change? Oh, am I cursed? In the past 3 years, my daughter, my husband, and my mother, and home. Now out of work, spine injury, needs some hope. Oh, bless you, Cynthia. I know things can be difficult, and yes, we can have a lot of things go wrong at once. First of all, I would say no, you're not cursed. But what we do need to do is just kind of, shall we say, clean up your pathway a little bit here. And this is by you, like you say, having hope, clearing and opening your road. I do feel I'm getting the month of March, and also I'm getting January around you as significant months here. January, I believe, is when a turning point starts to happen around you, sort of like mid-January, but March is where you start to feel the repercussions of that in a positive way here. I do feel that, there is going to be some change with your health. Now, I want to say financially also you've been struggling, but again, there seems to be a helping hand going to be coming your way as well next year. So all is not lost, but I do feel it's a little bit more of sitting in this energy just a little while longer. I know you've been in it for a little while, and I do feel for you here. But I do see that there is going to be some change starting in January around you. I will say you do have connections on the other side that are trying to root for you and trying to bring in that change around yourself here. And it's very important that you understand this. And, we're never given any more than what we can bear. And I do feel you're at the tail end of this energy. I really do believe that. But it's still going to take about between 1 to 3 months before you actually start to see the upliftment energy. So I'm asking, please hang in there. Okay. Thank you very much for your message. Okay, let's see who's next. One of the ways I do work is actually as a clairvoyant medium. So if you do want to connect with me via voice call, I can actually do mediumship as well and go a little bit more in depth on Cassandra. Thank you. Okay, Jennifer. Oh, beautiful. Hi, Divine. My person of interest, I have a very strong connection, but he won't date me because he's healing. What do you see happening between us in the coming weeks and months? Help. Oh, the one thing I will say, Jennifer, yes, it is hard when you actually recognize the connection with somebody. But when we have a divine connection or kind of a twin flame or a soulmate connection, it is very much on timing. And the fact that he can understand that he's healing, I would say that is wonderful, because can you imagine if you were to get with this person and he, wasn't ready? It could end in disaster and end too soon. And so I do feel here that he's right on this energy. Right, let's have a look and see when this energy of change is coming in. Right, I do feel he's got at least 1 to 2 months more of healing around him, unfortunately. I'm getting strongly around February as an energy of change around him. There will be some small things coming in before which will give you hope, I feel here. And this will come out of his mouth through communication. But I want to say take it slowly. But it's not until February is where I see a leveling out with him. I know it's a long time to wait, but I do see that once he has had the healing, it will be better for you in terms of a longevity and consistency. Because one of the things I can see with him here is that he wouldn't be able to give you his all right now, and he doesn't want to hurt you. I mean, this man is really thinking about you, so I would say just bear with him. I feel it will be worth waiting for. Thank you very much for your message. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Love and Light 20. Hello, my name is Ella. Can you please tell me how Chris feels about me currently? Okay. Right, straight away, the energy I'm picking up here, there's a little bit of confusion and distraction I'm picking up with Chris. And what I get by that, what do I mean? it's almost like I like you, but I'm throwing myself into something else to distract me. Um, I don't know if that makes sense to you. It's almost like I don't want to deal with it to a certain extent. And that's to kind of keep control because I feel that he can feel this connection with you and he's a little bit overwhelmed. So you may find that if you are in communication, then he'll blow hot and cold. If you're not in communication, this is the reason why. This is what I'm seeing here with this energy. And so for me, when will it change? I feel in the month of December, there may be some movement around you here with the energy with Chris. But it's almost like he comes forward and then he pulls back again. And I feel there's 2 or 3 times that he does this. And this is him trying to get used to the feeling that he has for you. This is the feel I want to say here. Okay. The more cool you play it, less pressure on him, the more he would start to come forward. But I do feel 2 or 3 times of him kind of going hot and cold on you here. But please don't take it personal. It's not actually you. It's just the energy of the connection is overwhelming him slightly here. Okay. Thank you very much for your message. Okay. And so next question. Lovely. Magnolia. Okay. Hi, Divine. I want to know, how much longer should I stay in my current job? I've been unhappy for some time, but I don't want to give up the pay and the benefits I've built up over 3 years. I hear you. Okay. All right. I do see you being in it a while longer. This is next year. I feel I want to go to March, April time before you actually consider leaving. And I do feel there's going to be an opportunity coming in. There's going to be a man that approaches you here. It's going to be a similar field of work. This man is going to be somebody of importance. I'm not sure if he's in your current job at the moment or he comes in from another place, but he's coming in and the communication comes in from him. It's almost like you put the feelers out and then he approaches you. So it's almost like somebody gives you like a headhunt or an opportunity in terms of moving on. And I do feel you won't really, shall we say, give up the perks because I feel it's on par with what you're earning now. Okay. But it's just a little while longer. So what you can do in the meantime is while you're going through this transition, I'm sure you're already doing it, is kind of looking for jobs. But I feel that this is coming through some kind of word of mouth. Okay. This guy, I want to say here, he has dark hair, slim build. The feel I'm getting with him, he's in kind of senior kind of management energy. And I do feel here you will find out through some kind of email kind of energy. All right. So I would say once you start putting the word out there, things are going to start to come into you, but it's going to take a couple of months more before you actually get that right job that you're actually looking for with the perks and so on. Okay. Thank you very much for your question. I will be going live every day, online every day to answer questions. So straight after here tonight, I will be going live for a few hours on chat. And I'll be going every day at the same time so that I can continue to answer your questions, as there were quite a few of you online, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. So let's see the next question. Okay, Shan. Okay. Right. I'm trying to find clarity in my career in nursing school and love at the current moment leading into the new year. Okay, and after. Okay. Right. What I'm seeing here, the order of things, I feel I want to say love seems to be taking I want to say priority around you. This seems to be coming in here. So I'm not sure if you have anybody around you at the moment, but I feel I want to bring in love around you and then almost like a work energy coming in. Now, with this whole career pathway in nursing, I feel you'll be very successful in this, but there is a change of direction going to be coming in to do with still in nursing, but there's some kind of speciality going to be coming in for you. And this comes in after some kind of substantial relationship that you get into, okay? I feel here when it comes to love around you, you've had a little bit of a hard time. But I do feel that definitely there is going to be some movement going to be coming in the next sort of 6 weeks around yourself. So if you're feeling stuck or not quite sure what's going on, it's not too much longer to actually wait around you here. This is what I'm getting. But the order of things is almost like relationship energy, then work career pathway. Then as you start to sit in the energy of this whole nursing energy, you start to get the clarity within 6 months, and then you start to want to specialize, and you do actually become successful in your field, to the point where you go up to what I would say almost like a management level where you're doing more paperwork than hands-on. This is what I'm seeing around you here. So you are on track, you are in the right pathway. It's just been a little bit slow at the moment. But you've got about maybe 6 weeks, and then it starts to move around you. Okay, my dear? Thank you very much for your help. Okay. Let's see if we got our next question. Okay, Elizabeth. Okay. I'm in love with my boss, Ali, and we share a strong bond, but none of us has confessed the feelings. Should I wait for him to make the first step? Oh, beautiful. Okay. What I'm seeing here with him, he's a little bit slow on the uptake. No disrespect to him, but this is what I'm seeing here. I do feel he's kind of trapped and stuck in the past a little bit with him. So I don't know if this is an old relationship around him, but there's an energy of something that's holding him back, kind of like a third party kind of energy. I'm not necessarily saying he's in a relationship, but there's an energy of something that's in his mind that he's still kind of caught up with, hence why he has not come forward to you. In this energy, I would say sit back, because I feel here if you were to make a move forward to him and suggest something, you may get rejected because the timing is not right. And it's very difficult when you have these glances and these moments with somebody, because I can see here that you've had these moments with him and nothing has come of it. And it's kind of like the unwritten or the unspoken word. And it can be difficult. But I do feel here it is all about timing. When do I see anything changing? From what I'm seeing here, there may be some movement, but it's going to be very small. This is the feel. And I feel he may leave you a little bit in limbo, not sure what to do. You know, this is what I'm seeing here. Over the next sort of couple of months, I do see some kind of movement, some kind of changes, but not enough to kind of create the energy to say you're in a relationship with him. That's the feel I want to say. I have to be honest when I'm seeing these messages. And I feel here that the moment you kind of, shall we say, turn your back on him, you may get more movement from him, because I can feel that he knows that you like him. And the moment you start to get on with your life and do you, this is where he may start to step forward. So it's a little bit of cat and mouse game at the moment. And it stays like that for the next few months, unfortunately. But if you're questioning if he does have feelings for you, yes, he does. But like I said, there's a little bit of an obstacle there, which he has to work through. This is nothing against you or to you. So I would say hold back for a moment, okay? Thank you very much for your message. Okay. Let's see if we've got any more questions. Oh, bless you, Vivian. I lived my whole life in a religious sect. Now I feel free and decide to be happy. What do I expect? I feel that I found my soulmate. Oh, this is wonderful. First of all, I would like to say well done. And now it's going to feel different, like you say. You feel free, but it's very important that you have balance. That's the first key thing that's coming through for you. Because what I'm seeing here is that if you don't have balance, it can throw you off. And it's very important that you set some boundaries around yourself and understand what you like. And it's very important that you speak your truth, okay? Because I feel like you didn't have a voice in the past. Now you have this voice. I feel like here that when your person of interest is ready to come in around you, I feel they're going to be somebody that is shared similar kind of experiences, not through sort of like religious sect, but a feeling of their voice not being heard. And so they kind of understand where you're coming through. And I feel that this person is going to come in to help you finish out a lesson and vice versa. Okay. What do I mean by that? This is just saying to you here that there was a lesson that you were supposed to finish out, and they're going to bring in somebody of a divine connection to help you to find happiness and to finish out a lesson. And I feel like here there will be longevity in this, but what they're saying is, excuse me, try not to go about looking for this person. This person will come to you, is what I'm seeing here. You're going to feel like you've known them for a long time, even if they've just entered into your life. There's something about the familiarity energy that's going to come in around you. And you're going to kind of feel like it's too good to be true. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up. Also, what I'm seeing here is they may shut down from you. And this is because they feel a little bit overwhelmed. I feel that you'll be quite vocal about the energy, and they're just getting to grips with understanding the energy. So don't be surprised if you meet someone and everything is going good and then they shut down from you. This is what I'm seeing. And it's just because they can't cope with the energy, because it's a little bit overwhelming for them. So I would say if you find someone who is, I want to say, on your same wavelength, who understands the energy of connection and that you're here to do a lesson, just take your time and go slowly with it. Because it's just until they get used to finding their feet. This is the feel. And it's very important that you keep the lines of communication open once you make this connection, okay? And try to go with their flow. This is part of the lesson here. But again, just remembering balance, okay? So I do feel that within this next sort of 6 months or so, somebody will come in around you. All right, my dear? Thank you very much for your question. Okay, let's see how we're getting on. Okay. Oh, Ashley. Hi there. When will we reconcile? Marriage, children in the near future. Okay. Right, first of all, we need to do the reconciling bit. I can feel he's a bit stubborn straight away. Okay. And it's almost like he blames you a little bit here. If you can understand this, but this is what I'm getting. He needs to get over himself a little bit. Yes, there is some unfinished business. Whether it results in marriage, he's not thinking that far ahead just yet. And I say just yet because I feel like, you could turn things around here, but we need to concentrate on the reconcile energy. And this reconcile energy, I feel it comes in this holiday season. Okay. This is any time between now and sort of the new year. Okay. I do see some kind of reach out energy. But one of the things I'm hearing here is that you got to play it cool. And they're saying here, when he comes back in, please tell me if you understand this. I would love to know that you mustn't take him as the old Anthony, or you mustn't bring up old things. Okay. If you're going to go back with him, you've got to move forward. Please let me know if you understand this, but this is the message I am getting for you. But he does have love for you, and I do see there is great potential here in the energy. I do see there is a possibility of living together before marriage energy. I feel like if you mentioned marriage to him right now, he would run. And that's just his, shall we say, hang-ups, not yours. Okay, it's nothing to do with you personally. Okay, so there's a way of how you go about it. All right. I do feel here that you are not meant to be on your own, and you are meant to be a mother. Okay. The jury is still out if it's Anthony or not, because we have free will and choice. but the percentages are very, very high here. And so it's just about you playing it cool and watch this holiday season here. And when he comes back around, it's okay to kind of say you're busy once in a while as well, because that's going to make him chase. And this is what we want. A little bit of the chase is what I'm seeing here. He needs to feel like the man, even though I can see that you wear the trousers here. So please, I'll be interested to know if this resonates with you. Thank you very much for your question. Okay, lovely. Kensa. Okay. Hello, my name is Kensa. I have a life-changing opportunity in the next few weeks. I really need some advice on this. Thank you so much for your help. Straight away with this energy, it's like your whole life is uprooted. I want to say take it. This is a real good opportunity. I do feel here you feeling a little bit isolated with this energy, but not for long, okay? I feel this opportunity around work is not going to come around again for you in the sense of this type of opportunity. I do feel you'll be successful in it, but if you can get through the first, I want to say, few months around yourself, you should be fine. But I do feel there's an isolated period around you. So whether that's not many people speaking to, some kind of isolated feel, some kind of not many friends, I don't know. There's something coming in around that. But once you get through that, you should be fine. And I do feel here that you will enjoy this position, the feel, and you're going to learn a lot. There's going to be somebody who will, shall we say, mentor you or kind of take you under their wing also. And as long as you keep vocal about that, I do feel here that they will keep you in the loop and you will kind of know where you stand. This is the kind of feel. I can't say it's going to be all plain sailing because it's not. But hey, nothing without a challenge, you know, and this is what I feel about you. If you can get this challenge right, this is going to stand you in good stead for, you know, your future. This is the feel here. And it's one for your resume. And it's there is some longevity around this as well. And so, yeah, I would say go for it. And well done, because I feel here not many people get this opportunity like this. Okay, my dear? Thank you so much for your question. Okay, let's see what we have. Ashley, love and light to you, my dear. My name is Ashley. Will you just sit in my energy for a moment and speak with me on what you are feeling? God bless you. Oh, you know, first of all, Ashley, just sitting in your energy, I feel that you are a kind soul and people misunderstand you. And I feel at times there's been some miscommunication around you here. However, that aside, I feel here that there's some positive energy going to be coming in around you, which is going to create some changes. And this is around love. This is the feel. So if you're in a relationship, there's going to be sort of like a refreshed kind of love energy coming in. If you're not, then that means somebody new is going to be coming in. But there's a kind of refreshing kind of energy. I do feel a lot of sadness around you. From past kind of feel. And you do have some good, I want to say, loved ones who have passed over that are kind of watching over you a little bit here in terms of you getting on track and on the right pathway. This is such a beautiful question to answer because what I'm seeing here is that you haven't given up hope on how you feel about life. And even though at times it's been difficult, you've still put one foot in front of the other. So again, I'm getting a pat on the back and a well done. I feel once we get through the next sort of 3 to 4 weeks around yourself here, this is where that change energy is going to start to come in. But that transition may take between 3 to 5 months around you. And what that means for you is that this change, for me, this is going to come in order. So there's things that you've put on your wish list here. So whether it be work, love, finances, home, move, those kind of things. It's almost like I can see a list and I'm ticking as I'm going down, And so I feel everything that you're asking for is going to start to come about. But I feel like here that it's going to take about another month before you start to see signs of change. So please hang in there. But you are such a beautiful soul, and don't let people, I want to say, put you down, and try not to take on. What I do feel with you is that you are an empath and you absorb other people's energies. And so sometimes you walk around and you're absorbing. And so it can create a kind of a mood shift around you. And so it's very important that you clear that down. Okay. But no, you've got some good things ahead coming in 2023. Just hang in there. You are a beautiful soul. Thank you. Right. As mentioned before, I am on every day this week if we run out of time for questions. I'll be on at different times of the day. I'll try and do sometimes in the morning and in the afternoons as well, so that I can manage to catch everyone. Let's see what we have coming up now. Okay, we have a gentleman. Hi, Divine. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Savoir. Oh, beautiful name. What do you see in my love life and career? Relationship with kids? Thank you. Savoir. Or Savior. I don't know how to say your name. Okay. I do feel here, yes, a relationship is on the cards. I feel here, if you're asking me, is the next one the one? I want to say to you, no. This person will be right now, and I feel you may go through one other person before you get to the one. That's how I feel. Because I do see children coming in down the line for you, but not quite yet. It doesn't mean that the person coming in around you is not going to be good for you. I feel that there is a little bit of a tail end of a lesson that you need to kind of learn. And this is if I go back a relationship with you and look at how it ended, there's a little bit of tidying up to do. And it's just a little bit of kind of looking at what you want in a relationship and how you want to be treated. If you can do that, what it does is kind of speed up the process a little bit around yourself and brings in that person. But if you just go about your business, I feel that there will be somebody coming in around you with good potential. But if you're asking if she's your soulmate, I would say no, but it doesn't mean it can't work. Okay. When we look at soulmate connection, they sometimes can be difficult. Okay. If you ask me, would I prefer a soulmate than a relationship? Sometimes, a relationship might be easier because soulmate energy is a little bit difficult. But I do feel here that there is, in the next 12 months around you, some kind of soulmate energy coming in around you, but there also is somebody else. So you'll have a choice of two, is what I'm seeing. I tend to feel here that the second person is where the children will come into play with. When it comes to your career pathway, you're on an upward trajectory here from what I can see. And I do feel that there is growth. I feel a kind of creative energy around yourself, and there is growth coming in. And I feel I'm going to the second part of next year before you actually see some solid foundations placed around you with career. There is going to be some kind of promotion energy coming in around you also. And there is also, on the back end of promotion, there is going to be some kind of move or planning to move in terms of home as well. There's some kind of energy to do with that. But definitely an upward, and I don't feel a struggle going upwards in the work energy around yourself. This is a natural progression. I feel somebody here in your work energy is going to take a liking to you, and there's going to be some opportunities here, at least one, but possibly two over the next 6 months, which you are going to have choice and you're going to actually be successful in here. So as far as love, I would say there are two ladies going to be coming in. But I want to say it's almost like you concentrate on your work first. This lady comes in, you kind of go with the flow, and then a second one comes in. So you're going to have a bit of choice. So it's going to get exciting a little bit around you. Okay. Thank you very much for your question. Okay. Right. Let's see what we have, if we have any more questions. Okay, we have Rachel. There are changes at my workplace with new management coming in, and I'm concerned for my job. Do you see me with this company? I see you with this company, but I feel there's a slight job change, a job role change or something, or they may merge two jobs into one. There's a little bit of a feel around that. And then I see you leaving. So it's not straight away leaving. It's almost like you end up not liking the changes that are made, and then I see you leaving. And this could be anything up to 6 months around you here. So yeah, the changes are not going to be conducive to what you're looking for, I feel, which is not a bad thing, but it's not them getting rid of you. I feel this is you making the changes for yourself. So I do see you staying there. I do see you taking on a different type of role slightly. Or they keep the same job title, but the workload is different. It's something along those lines that you're not quite happy with. But you don't walk out on the job straight away. You do your best. And in the meantime, you look for another role, then you get that, and then you leave. This is what I'm seeing around you here. Okay. So I do feel that you will be successful, and I'm not worried for you in terms of being without work. This is the feel. You may get fed up for a little while, but I do feel it's manageable. And I want to say by April of next year, you will be looking. This is the feel. Very strongly, I feel April. Okay, my dear? Thank you so much for your question. You know, sometimes when we look at life and we have these questions that we're asking, we can kind of help ourselves also when it comes to these questions in terms of, are we going to get that job? Is that man going to come in? We can also help the energy by trying to stay positive and trying to kind of, shall we say, create the energy that we want to kind of live in and work in. So thoughts are very important, okay? And so as long as we can stay positive with our thoughts, it really does help the energy in terms of moving forward. Okay, let's have a look at next question. Okay, DeShawn. I'm DJ. I'm confused on love life. I thought my ex was my soulmate, but we've been split for 5 months. New girl, Imani. Should I move forward with her or wait? Oh, this is a difficult one because soulmate, it's all about timing, and soulmates come and go. It's a cycle that can go on for many years. I would say move forward with Imani. And the reason why I say this is because your ex, Ramona, I feel she wasn't ready to handle this energy. She will be back, but you will have choice. As to when, that's another question altogether because I see her blowing hot and cold. But why should you be put in this confusion if you've got a chance of happiness? And so what you will find is Imani will be different. Doesn't mean she's wrong for you. She'll be different. And Ramona will fill a different type of void for you. And 5 months in a soulmate energy is not long. There are some people that have been apart for years. Okay. I'm not saying this will be the case with you. But I do feel here by you connecting with somebody else, funnily enough, it is keeping the lines open. Because sometimes when we hold on to an energy quite tightly, we can block ourselves. Hence why I was talking about the positive thoughts and trying to keep moving forward. And so I would say try and move forward with Imani. She's not a bad girl at all, actually. And I think he suits quite well. But I do feel here Ramona will come back around, but not quite yet. And when she comes, I feel a coming and going energy. Whereas Imani, I feel more of a stable energy around you two guys. Okay. If you want to talk a little bit more about it, I will be online. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Can we see Ashley? Okay. So Right. So while I'm just looking for Ashley's comment, um, again, I'd just like to say on Cassandra is 24 hours a day. So if you can't get hold of me, there are plenty of excellent psychics that are online 24 hours a day. Um, yeah. And if we can look for another question, please, while I'm looking for Ashley. Is there another question that I can? Okay. JB. Ah, Jody. What a lovely name. Okay. Um, okay, tell me about my potential soulmate. Hmm. Okay. Funny enough, I feel like you've already met him. Um, this is weird because I feel like you didn't even realize. This is the kind of feel that I'm getting here. Almost like I want to go back in time. This is the feel. So it's going to come back around again. And I feel here when this person connects with you, it's almost like when you communicate and you're having conversation, you're going to find out that you were in the same place, same time, previously. It's that kind of feel. But again, timing not quite right. This is what I'm seeing here around you. Now, what I'm seeing here, tell me about my potential soulmate and that time that I will see him. There's something about the eyes here, what I'm getting. And when I'm looking at these, when I'm looking at the eyes through your eyes, there's a lingering. And so I feel the connection will be, I feel this is a daytime energy. I feel that this is almost like a steering kind of feel. Um, this is the kind of feel that I'm getting here. But I do feel that um, almost like you shine away from the energy. Um, I feel like I'm outside or traveling. This is the kind of feel with this energy. So I feel there's going to be a build up with this soulmate energy. Um, and definitely here with this soulmate energy, this is something where I want to say build up over time. So you're going to keep seeing this person, but not in a romantic sense. That's the feel that I'm getting with you, JB, here. Um, and it's kind of like you're going to have to kind of figure it out because you're going to realize you're going to say, oh, Divine said. And it's something that it's almost like you're not quite understanding the energy, but there's something drawing you to this person. This is the feel. But I definitely feel a traveling kind of energy. So whether it's you traveling to work on a daily basis or something, there's something like that coming in here that's coming in around you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Right. Okay. Um, let's have a look here. Um, okay, let's see. Thank you for your comments coming back in. I haven't had a chance to actually read all of them, but I can see that some people saying that I'm on point. Ashley, thank you. Um, you know, um, the more open you are, is the more I can receive the energy. And so I do prefer to work hands free. And I'm looking forward to the update, Ashley, with the energy around you, with this whole playing out, because I am getting some descriptions and stuff like that. So when we speak in private chat, I can go a bit deeper for you as well. Okay. And then you can see if I've definitely got the right guy here. Okay. Thank you. Also, DeShawn, thank you. Yeah, I've really enjoyed these questions. Definitely tonight. And I hope I can continue on. And also about Ramona, definitely here. So it's good that you're actually live and interacting with me, so I can see um, definitely in some of the comments that you guys are put in here. So I'm just going to have a quick look, just quickly, just to see if there's any more questions that I can look at, and also your responses, because I like, you guys are human, and I like to interact with you guys. As much as I'm grateful for the questions, if I do get comments back, then at least I can know that if I'm on track. Okay. Okay. Next question, please, if that's okay, while I'm looking down. Okay. Sophie C. Okay. I'm going through a real difficult time. I need to find some peace with the recent short term relationship that ended, confusing me and is affecting my mental health. First of all, Sophie, straight away, it wasn't you. The first thing I'm hearing, they're screaming at me here. It was not you. Please do not take it on. You are a beautiful soul. You are love and you deserve love. This is what I'm getting here. However, this person that came in briefly, um, unfortunately, this is their issues, not yours. You couldn't have played it out any differently. If they felt that they were pressured, it wasn't you pressuring them. This is them not being able to take life, shall we say. Okay, so this is not you. I want to say this is not you making bad choices here. You will get a chance to actually be in a long-term better relationship, but you just need to heal over this one slightly. So I will tell you, start to say some positive mantras about yourself. I am love. I am, I can, I will. Because this person, I feel like they're almost like they either blocked you or ghosted you or just cut you dead. Is that kind of feel like, just really ended it like I'm done. No answers. Okay. I feel there's also somebody else around this person. And I feel either they're distracted or going back to an old energy, something along those lines around this person also. Okay. So it wasn't anything that you done. Okay. So please don't take that to heart. You will have the last laugh because you will be moving on and you will have, shall we say, somebody that comes forward that is, I want to say, I'm going to be able to show you more love energy, and you will be able to, I want to say, relax into things. This is what I'm getting here, more, and the communication is going to be lovely. And this energy is going to take a little while to come around, maybe a few months. But if you can work on your mental health, pampering yourself, treating yourself, surrounding yourself with nice things. Doesn't have to be extravagant things. Just bring up that self-love, work on that self-love energy, and you will see people start to approach you. And please don't doubt, because the next guy that comes in, you're going to know, okay? You're actually going to say it's too good to be true. Please don't push it away when it comes, but you can take your time with it, all right? I do feel here that you will possibly do that because you're going to be fearful of it going wrong. But please don't. But this person is going to be understanding as well with yourself, okay? So as long as you kind of just explain, nothing too deep, but just saying, look, I've been stung before. I'd like to take things slow. I feel that they will go forward with you on the same vein. All right. And what you will find is they have a similar kind of experience as well, that you'll be able to kind of work with. All right. And thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. Okay. If there's any more going on. Okay. Is there any more questions that we have? I think we're okay. This may have to be my last one. Okay. Philomena. Hello, my name's Philomena. I want to know if Enda will contact me again. If so, when? And we will get back together, please and thank you. Oh, Philomena. Beautiful name. Okay. There is going to be some contact here. And I'm smiling with it because I feel some kind of apology, but in their way. That's the kind of feel. There's an acknowledgement going to be coming in. I feel here. It's almost like you never know what you've got until it's gone. That's the feel I want to say with this energy. Whether you get back together, I feel that this is going to be down to you if you want it. But I feel you would have to stipulate some kind of ground rules a little bit here. I do feel there is some unfinished business, but this has been a necessary parting, a necessary breakaway. This is the feel that I want to say with this energy. And I do feel here that definitely there is some kind of reconcile kind of feel around this over the next, I want to say sort of maximum sort of 2 months energy around yourself. It just depends on how they can step out of their pride and their stubbornness. This is what I'm seeing here. But they are missing you, definitely are missing you here. This is the feel. And I don't say that lightly. So I would say take pleasure in the fact that they're missing you, because that energy is kind of calling them back in around you here. Okay, Philomena. And I know that you've had readings before when they say he's coming back, and I do feel so. I do feel that, and there is coming back. But it's a case of setting that ground rules in a little bit here. But there is some kind of apology in their way. I hope you understand that when I say in their way, because I feel like they maybe not be a person to sort of say sorry outright, but in their way they say sorry. Okay, and as long as you can take that. All right. And thank you very much for your question. So it's the end of the questions. I'm going to have to say goodbye. And it's been an absolute pleasure answering these questions. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again soon. And I'm glad that you guys stayed with me all to the end to hear your questions. And I do apologize if there were some people who I didn't reach out to. It's just that we've run out of time. But I will be going live in a moment online. If you do want to come into chat to speak, and I will be available every day. So if you don't catch me today, I will be on tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Thank you very much. Bye.